My name's Phil. I'm from Weymouth. I'd had some struggles through my life with health, spinal condition, which tended to get me down a little bit. And I found myself not enjoying life as much as I kind of felt like I should, or that I could see other people doing. And then in 2021, I diagnosed with a pituitary brain tumor, which I found really difficult to cope with. I went and saw my doctor, and I broke down. So I was introduced to a mental health nurse down at Hope House, and the mental health nurse organised changing some medication from one to another. That was at the point that I was introduced to the wellbeing coordinator at Access Wellbeing. I think the first thing that I was finding really difficult was understanding how to communicate. And that is one of the first things that the wellbeing coordinator managed to teach me how to have an awareness of, not just to be able to say words, but to really understand them and feel them. I would say over the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks, it was really kind of finding our feet. We had weekly calls, plus there was some additional support if needed, which was really, really helpful. So that first 6 to 8 weeks were really critical in allowing me to find that voice and start to learn how to heal myself. So the work-life balance was quite a crucial element of my recovery, in that I would work 12 to 15-hour days, 5-6 days a week. I felt that was normal, and I felt that that was right. One analogy that was used was around a bag of pebbles, and if you keep filling them with pebbles, eventually it'll get too heavy and you'll drop it. So effectively, kind of in my mind, it was to empty the bag completely and just put the important ones back. And the minute something went back into my life that wasn't comfortable or didn't feel right, was to immediately move away from it again, go back to the elements that were important, or that made me feel better. I think having all of those tools to recognize, give yourself some space and time is really important. I've never enjoyed fitness, and what I actually managed to do was work out that if I go for a walk, I could spend an awful lot of time kind of teaching myself and telling myself that things were actually okay. So quite a lot of the times we'll have a session, and rather than just go home and go back to life, I'd go for a walk. And it allowed me to almost have an additional session, but just to myself. Other tools that I found are communicating with my friends and family. A lot of my friends, excuse the term, but they're manly men, and we just don't talk about our feelings. And I actually started to open up to one of my friends who equally didn't realize that they were struggling. So through me being able to be more positive about my own mental health and being able to share my experience, actually allowed my friend to talk to me. The tools have been more than one or two. You know, they affect every part of my life. They've helped me in every part of my life to cope with difficult situations at home, difficult situations at work, even difficult situations sat in a traffic with someone beeping their horn, and you're just thinking, actually, you know what, someone's probably having a worse day than I am. But I think for me personally, it's given me the tools to look at myself and be honest and open with myself. And then I can be open and honest with my family and my friends. It's truly given me a space to be able to check in and put the right mechanisms in place that are for me, that help me every single day. And in doing so, I can be a better person to help others. It's not just given me back my life, it's given me back a far better quality of life, a better quality of family life. I would say that it's given my daughter her dad back, and I would say that it's given my wife her husband back. Access to wellbeing has absolutely changed my life, and it's not just changed my life in the short term, it's changed my life for my life.